take a quick look at how to find low competition keywords using Semrush. Now, if you don't already have an account, I'll leave a link down below where you can get signed up for Semrush and use the free trial to test out all these different tools I'm going to show you. But basically, once you have your account set up, you can take a keyword that or a category, essentially, that you're wanting to do some SEO for. So in this example, I'm using keto diet, which is a big keyword. I mean, if you look at the difficulty on this keyword, it's 100%, which means it's as hard as it gets, basically. So if you were a diet coach or something of that nature, maybe you're starting a diet product and it has to do with the keto diet, trying to just show up when somebody's searching the keto diet is going to be a very difficult task. Same thing goes with something like weight loss. Some of these general things that a lot of people are interested in are extremely difficult to rank for. And keyword difficulty is really just a measure of the number and quality of backlinks and authority that you're going to need in order to rank for a given keyword, which is really beneficial if you're trying to figure out what keywords you can actually rank for with your website organically on Google. So going back to the keyword diet example, keto diet example, what I would probably do in this case, if I was going to try to find some low competition keywords with the Semrush tool, I would come in here, put the main keyword into the search bar, click go, and then there's going to be a bunch of these keyword ideas. So there's variations of the keywords. These are just like different ways and different ways of saying the keyword or variations on the intent behind the keyword. So keto diet is closely related to keto diet plan or keto diet food list, but people are really looking to find different things when they search those different keywords. So there's a lot of variations that we can utilize. There's also questions that we can look into. So, like, what is the keto diet? How do I start the keto diet, or how to start the keto diet? Lots of different variations of terms people are going to use in relation to keto diet, for instance. Where we can expand this is by clicking view all keywords here and view all keywords here. And I'm just going to open these up into new tabs so we can kind of see what's going on with these sets of keywords. So now we're using the keyword magic tool for keto diet here, and it's giving us a whole list of keywords. The keyword difficulty, though, is quite high on basically all of these, right? So it's still going to be very difficult to rank a website unless the website has been around for a long time and has a lot of authority. It's going to be difficult to rank a website for these keywords. So what we can do is come over to the filters right here and go to the KD percentage, which is keyword difficulty percentage. I would normally put something like 1, and you can see the ranges here, so very easy, possible. I might do like 1 to 29, which is still going to be in the easy range. Click apply, and now it's going to filter down to the keywords that have a keyword difficulty that is like possible, and it's even saying that it's easy. So something like yogurt in the keto diet. We can write a blog post about what types of yogurt are approved as part of the keto diet, the different macronutrients of those types of yogurt, and inform people about what they might be interested in learning, and gain some of that traffic by ranking up at the top of Google, and then capture that traffic and probably invite them to our newsletter or something like that, where we could then send them our product or service to purchase. So that would be kind of the idea behind that approach. We can see the intent here. So like I was saying, we would give them information because this is an informational search. Now you might be selling like keto coffee creamer or something, in which case people are actually looking to buy when they search this keyword. If you rank your site for this keyword, it would be relatively easy to do. It would also be pretty affordable if you wanted to just buy the traffic on Google Ads, which is what this cost per click, the CPC column here is showing. But either way, we can decide, okay, look, there's a whole bunch of these informational searches where people just want to know basically what type of food they can eat on the keto diet and if these certain foods are approved on the keto diet. And maybe we're a diet coach, maybe you're a diet coach, for instance, and you want to offer your diet coaching services. So what you could do is create blog posts for these informational searches, show up at the top of Google, people would read those and be like, oh man, this is so helpful. And then as they're reading it, you could have a call to action that's something, like a, hey, sign up for a newsletter and get all sorts of tips and tricks for doing keto the easy way or something like that, right? That's kind of the idea. Now, if you remember going back here, we were looking at the keyword variations as well as the questions. We can do the same thing for these other 41,000 keywords here that are more in like question format. So we can filter them from 1 to 29 in terms of the keyword difficulty, which gives us a breakdown of keywords that are going to be easy to rank for with SEO. What is the difference between keto and carnivore diet? Can a keto diet cause ketoacidosis? Can you eat honey on a keto diet? So all sorts of informational searches where people are just asking questions they want the answers to. And once again, if we provide the answer and then have a call to action at the end of the article saying, hey, download our free keto guide or our free 24-week keto meal prep plan, or there's a million different ways we can capture that traffic and get their email address and then start doing some email marketing to eventually bring them in as a customer for whatever product or service we offer. So that is essentially how I would go about finding low competition keywords with Semrush. You can do this in any industry, any field really, even if you're a local service-based business or a blog or an e-commerce website. Just put a little bit of thought into what is your main what's your main product or service, or the main thing people would be searching for if they were looking for what you offer. Throw that into the top search bar here. It's going to give you a whole bunch of keyword ideas that you can then expand into through the keyword magic tool and then filter them down to the easier to rank for keywords, which is like keyword difficulty of 29 and below. And as long as they still have some decent search volume, it's probably worth doing some SEO and getting ranked for those keywords, garnering some of that traffic, and figuring out how to monetize that traffic as you go. So I hope you did find this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about in terms of how to find low competition keywords with Semrush or anything of that nature, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
If you're like most new business owners, you're probably struggling to get your online presence established, let alone get it to the point where it's bringing you a consistent flow of customers, right? So that's why I created this free course where I actually walk you step by step through the whole process of setting up your online presence. This is the same process we've been using for our clients for over a decade at one of my agencies. And essentially, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-friendly business name right from the get-go, how to develop your website really quickly and easily, how to set up your Google Maps listing, start getting some Google reviews, everything you need in order to have a substantial online presence where people can actually start finding you and purchasing your products or services. The best part is I'm going to show you how to do it in under a couple of hours and all for less than 50 bucks. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up today. Make sure to check this course out for free right now because I'm probably going to start charging for this at some point in the future. All right, I'll see you on the other side.